Hey guys, I'm back again for the weekly oracle reading. For those of you who are just tuning in, welcome. I'm Anne, and in this video, I'm going to be giving a general love reading focusing on divine counterparts. That includes soulmates, twin flames, twin rays, past life connections, and anybody that you are connected to in a romantic way. I invite you to stay tuned and watch. I know there's a message for you. Okay, guys. You know, it's the middle of December. I get really excited during this time. I know a lot of people are, getting ready for the holidays. If you're celebrating, if you're not, you're seeing it all over. I know it's a little bit different of a holiday that we normally are used to, but you know what? Still beautiful. Winter solstice is coming up soon, and I get excited about that as well. As the days start to get shorter, but they will start getting longer. You know, it's more of like that celebration of light is about to come in, and you know what? I'm happy for it. I love it. It's like, you know, new beginnings, new energy. Not only with, you know, the new year, it's just overall new beginnings. We're all welcoming that in, and positivity. That's all what we're geared upon, basically. Okay, so I have laid out the cards. Take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't. I separate the two, divine masculine, divine feminine, only for the fact because sometimes there's a different perspective in the reading. Sometimes you lean more towards divine masculine, sometimes divine feminine, sometimes your partner is more towards the divine masculine or divine feminine. So you know where you're going when you get this message because you know where it's pertaining to. So listen carefully. If something doesn't resonate with you right away, I invite you to stay tuned and watch. I know that there will be something that come up. And also take notes. Okay, so the first card in the Divine Masculine is the Strength card. And being strong, being more attuned to what's facing you right now. Divine Masculine have been going through a lot right now, especially with the energy shifts. And we talked about this in the last couple of videos that everything that's going on right now, it's like a volcano. Everything is just, stirring up. It's stirring up the pot. When is this all going to change? When is this all going to happen? When do we see the light at the end of the tunnel with our partner, or waiting for that person to come into our life? Well, that's where you need to just have that strength, that inner strength inside of you, because they're fighting as well as you're fighting. It works two ways. It takes two to tango. Remember that, guys. It's not just one-sided. You have to be prepared. You have to let go of whatever fear you may have, or whatever fear they have. You have to help them along with it. Fear is not something we like to have. I know with everything going on, it's been a lot of fear. But guess what? We're fearless. We're warriors. We have that strength. That's what this card is telling you. It's telling all of us to have the strength to get past whatever it is that maybe holding your relationship back. Seeing the true you. And that's important right now with the Divine Masculine. Maybe they haven't been being their authentic self. Maybe you haven't been your authentic self. It's time to start living. It's time to start bringing in that beautiful feeling that you've been holding inside you, that you want to shine. Sometimes you're getting like the bad end of the stick. You feel like you are, but actually you're not. It's actually a part of a soul process that we go through when we get involved with our relationships. Yeah, challenges. It's never easy adjusting to a new relationship, or a relationship that's just been dormant, or a relationship that's been going, with graphs, with highs and lows. It all happens for a divine purpose. Maybe the relationship you're involved in, maybe it's just been stagnant, and you wonder, you look at, am I being my true self? Am I my true self with this person? Or am I just going along with the flow because I think I'm supposed to be here? It's time to really examine that part of yourself, because you're not living. You're not giving that positive side of yourself to what you want in your life. When you keep looking downwards, kind of like spiraling down, this person is bringing me down, this person doesn't do me anything to bring my vibration up. Guess what? It's time to think about is this relationship being like something beneficial in your life? Or are you more codependent on this person? You have to ask yourself this. Like I said, these are messages. Not everybody's going to get the same message. Transformation. This could be also a transformation for you. Transformation happening with your divine counterpart as well. Maybe your twin flame is going through a transformation, and you both are. Actually, twin flames go through a lot of awakenings, a lot of releasing before they can awaken. And if you're still in that place where you feel stuck or brought down or shot down in something that you just don't feel comfortable with, it's time to take a step back and focus on you, the inner you, seeing the true you. Okay, so that's another message. If you're not doing this, you're not going to transform. You're not going to bring out that strength, that inner power that you have. There's no way you can connect faster, quicker when it comes to a divine counterpart going through a separation crisis or a reconnection process. Whatever the case is, whatever the situation is, it's like you have to have that inner trust and believe in yourself. By having the love, having the trust, having the faith, okay? We talk about this. It brings out a lot more than just, oh, I trust myself. Oh, I know. It's not wishful thinking either. It comes from within. If you think it's wishful thinking, and if you're saying to yourself, oh, I don't believe it, then maybe it isn't a relationship that you should engage in then. You know, if you're constantly having doubt, I mean, I can't tell anybody what to do. You know, like these messages, all of my readings are not me telling you what to do, because I can't physically do that. Nobody can. They're messages coming from the divine given to you. So you need to take what is being given to you. And if there is something that maybe you just have fear-based energy, maybe you're just doubting because you're afraid not to get to the same situation maybe that previously you've experienced that seemed quite similar. That's normal. That's normal. That's being protective. And you know what? It's good to be protective if you did experience hurt in the past. I agree. You can't dive into a relationship if you're always getting the bad end of the stick in the past, or you felt like you were anyways, because actually it was something to get you stronger. It was a challenge that you had to go through, you had to endure. So, but when you do meditate over it, and when you do feel it, and you do sense, I'm doing the right thing, I know this is what I'm supposed to do, and you feel it. You feel it right here in your heart chakra. You know, I can't tell you how you feel it. You just know. That is what I'm talking about. Trust. Have that inner trust, that inner spirit. Divine masculine is starting to realize this. Divine masculine is starting to get it. Maybe your partner right now is not reciprocating or giving you enough to feel confident that a relationship can work down the road. Maybe it's long distance. You know, long distance can work. I've done it. 19 years ago, I've done it. A lot of people I know done it, but a lot of people don't do it. It all depends. If it's meant for you to do it, you will know. Divine feminines believe and trust. We're getting a lot of messages with believe and trust. There's a hidden deep message for you and I, because if you believe, you focus on the light. Intuitively, you feel the light. How do you focus on the light? I know a lot of people say, how do I feel the light? Well, as you can see, I have a lot of light, and I'm not saying to focus on a light like that. I'm talking about internally. When you start meditating, you start reflecting, you start taking a deep breath, sitting still, and saying, you know what, I'm just going to be calm about this, because it's you in this body. You're the only one that knows. If your ego, your mind keeps on saying, I can't do this. I can't meditate. I can't focus. I can't do this. Someone else needs to do it for me. Then you have a problem, because nobody can do that for you. Nobody can take care of you better than you take care of yourself. Okay? So you just focus on the light, the inner love. You can feel it, you can grab it. It's a little seed, you feel it. Like, did you ever look at something or think about something and how beautiful it once was, and you say, wow, I remember that. That was very beautiful. That's the light I'm talking about. That's the love I'm talking about. Be fearless. Fearless. Don't be afraid. Divine feminine, you're striking back, you're reaching out, you're putting all that effort, and you're focusing on what is important. This is what is going to return that love that's in your heart and bring it back into your life. Love is coming. Love is happening. Maybe that person is far away from you, geographically, or, energetically, you're not connected, you're not physically connected. That is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing when you are in a union process, Okay, we talk about this with twin flames a lot. When they're in separation and they need to fix certain things, they need to work on themselves. And you know what? Working on yourself is not a bad thing. This goes for everybody in a divine counterpart collective or soul collective. You know what I'm talking about. When you're spiritually connected to someone, you know you're spiritually connected to that person. You don't have to put a label to it. You know, a lot of people want to put a label. A lot of people don't want to put a label. I like to just name it because I feel it. And, you know, if you don't feel it, that's fine. That's fine. You know, you're your divine counterpart. It's the person, your person, and that you're connected to. And you need to trust yourself. You need to trust what your heart says. Your heart light is glowing. Yeah, maybe this person is not really giving you enough. And when they don't give you enough, it's like something is missing. You feel neglected in a sense, and you wonder, am I supposed to reach out to them? Am I supposed to talk to them? Am I supposed to communicate? I can't tell you what to do. Maybe you are. You know, maybe you are, you know, destined to just say, hey, you know, how are you? Just wanted to say hi. You know, I mean, that is, you know, very nice to say to someone when you haven't spoke to someone for a while. Or it can do a little damage if you're prying into things. Hey, where have you been? I haven't talked to you in a while. Why haven't you returned my calls? You know, things like that. Not that that's a bad thing either. I don't know why I said this. This is a message, but it can intimidate somebody because maybe there's something that they're not looking at and they don't realize. And then when you come off in a harsher way, and that's not harsh, but that's more of like, you need to answer me, you know, kind of like intimidates a person. And it actually takes away from what they really wanted to say from the beginning. So instead, do it in a light way. You know, like that's my suggestion when, you know, you're going through something, if you need to. Or you can just focus on yourself. Take a step back. It's all about what you feel. Trust yourself. Trust your inner gut. Your own intuition, you know, has a way of telling you what to do. Sorry, I got this fan going on and all these little hairs are going in my face. But it's all about what you feel, you know, and what you take with you. Think about the holidays. Think about, you know, maybe the holidays is not your friend. Maybe you think, I'm just not a holiday person. I just don't celebrate holidays. I don't like Christmas. I don't like Hanukkah. I'm not into any of the traditional holidays. Whatever your holiday tradition is, you know, I can't speak for what it is and what you should be doing. Or maybe New Year. You don't even want to celebrate New Year. You just want to just let it go, come and go as the other one did, and just forget about it. That's up to you. But my advice is, you know, it happens every year. So why aren't you doing it? Was there something like maybe hurting you in the past? It's time to release that. It's time to let it go. You know, I can't tell you to do it. Maybe you know what to do. I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do, but I felt like this was a message I had to share. Sometimes holidays can be very, 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 very emotional. I know for me, and back in the day, I did feel sometimes very emotional at holidays. But my kids always got me through it. My kids always made me feel like there was something happy about it, you know. And you know what? It gets better I'm not saying fake it till you make it either, because that doesn't work either. But remember the time when you were young. Remember the times when you were growing up. You know, we would get excited for the lights. We would get excited for the tree, or maybe it's not the tree. Maybe it was just the overall presents that we would get excited for. Gifts. I still get excited for gifts. Yeah, I always show my cards. I always get cards. But you know what? It feels good to just reflect on that. Take selfies, take pictures. Yeah, this is a time we can't really spend with a lot of people. We can't really do the things we love to do. But we can, because we have these social media platforms and these gadgets. I do this with my sister Mary. We open up gifts on Christmas morning, and this was before the pandemic. You know, we're not close. We're not far, we don't live far. We don't live far from each other. But you know, sometimes with our weather, we can't really see each other. You know, snow. I'm in Ohio, and it's just a lot of snow going up. You know, up north to Buffalo and Canada and all that area. You know, it's not easy. So my point is, when you can't spend a holiday, you can spend a holiday in the comfort of your own home, like what we're doing right now. You know, I love to engage with you guys and communicate with you guys all the time. You guys know that, and I love you all. So do something special. Get out there, do something, play in the snow. I know the pups love the snow. It's been snowing off and on, and you know what? It's fun watching them. Even though I have pups before that used to love to play in the snow, but you know, when you see that new feeling, you know, it brings back, oh, I remember when I was a little kid and I used to like to play in the snow. Or maybe you don't have any snow. Maybe you'd like to look at snow. You know, there's always something to do. I know certain parts of the world you guys are experiencing lovely summer weather. And that's wonderful too. I love that as well. So engage in the nature that is around you. Okay? So there was a lot of messages here. I mean, every reading, I never know what's going to come up. Seriously, I don't know what the messages are. I'm always like, what are we going to get? You know, sometimes there's more messages from me than other readings. There was a lot of messages for me in this reading, by the way. So I hope you resonated with this reading as well. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Write down, keep it, you know, like notes. Watch the video again. You know, I always watch my videos, you know, like year later, and I'm like, wow, that was a message for me. You know, it happens. And other people's videos, my sister's videos, even my daughter's videos, it's like everybody has a message. You have to listen to it. It's not from them, it's not from me, it's just from wherever it comes from, you know, and pay attention to the signs as well. So anyways, if you'd like to get your own personalized reading, I do offer phone, chat, and email readings. The links are down below in the description area, so you can check that out. Also, I have several articles and videos that you can also watch and read to understand your particular type of situation. I've been doing this for quite some time, so you might have a lot of reading to do and watching. I love doing it. It's just it's exciting for me. I get all excited. I've been doing it consecutively for almost 4 years. I think it's 4 years. Correct me if I'm wrong. I will correct it next time I talk to you guys. I can't remember all the time. It's been a long time. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, I just want to say love you guys. Thank you for all of the, you know, kind words and comments, you know, you guys give me all the time. It means the world to me, and I love you guys, all of you, and each and every one of you. If I can give you a big hug, I would. Okay, so until next time, God be with you all. Namaste.